Hey, welcome to the spot news category for the Atlanta Photojournalism Seminar. We have 66 images that we're going to start with. And what we typically do is I'm going to start with the singles and I'm going to go through them one at a time. If you see something at this juncture that's clearly an out, one out can get it out. Later, it'll be two outs. But for this run, we're going to first run through. You're welcome to do that. And if you want to hold off until you see everything, that's fine too. So we're going to go ahead and start. And you should hopefully see the captions at the bottom if you need them. Oh my gosh, somebody wrote a book. Holy crap. It's really sad because it's going to mess up. You can't see what's below. Okay.
Pat, you said we can out some of these right away?
Yeah. If you feel like it, you're welcome to jump right in.
Okay. I can get rid of that.
Yeah. Spot news. Are you kidding?
I can also get rid of that. That can be out.
This one?
Yeah.
If you go back one, it's got a tag at the end.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Disqualified. Okay, thank you.
That can be out.
And if you hear somebody say that can be out or out, you can argue it if you want. So you can argue it back in for at least one round.
Gotcha. Out.
Yeah.
This one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, out.
Okay. This has to be a mistake.
Yeah. Out that one.
Okay. So we did get a few out. So let's see what we did here. And refresh this page. So 59. So now jump right in. So we're going to go through again.
That can be out.
Out.
Yeah, I doubt that one too.
Out.
Yeah, out.
And this one out.
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 Out. It's pretty. Out.
That one's out.
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 There's a lot stronger pictures than that one too.
Yeah, I think this is out too.
Out.
This
Out.
one's out. This one or the one before?
I'd say the one before.
Okay. All right.
Out.
Out.
They didn't bring their tear gas filter, apparently.
Yeah.
Out.
I'd say out on that one too.
I'd keep that one for a minute.
Okay.
No, never mind. That's not going to make the cut, but it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think out.
Out.
Out
Out.
on that one.
Out.
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 Yeah,
No.
I'd say out.
That's almost a feature, isn't it?
Yeah.
We already got that one out.
Out.
Oh, that one's already out.
Yeah, I
Sorry
think
about that.
there's, yeah.
What I need to do is refresh real quick. Sorry about that. And it'll populate all the outs. There it goes. Okay, so now come back and then we're going to hide one placing. Sorry about this, guys.
That's all good.
No problem.
Now it'll be a little less to look at.
We're really mad, Pat. We're super mad.
Well, yeah.
Benjamin's complaining. Can't you hear him?
Out.
I think out.
Agreed. Yeah.
Out.
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 Yeah.
Out.
For a second.
Out.
Thank you.
Out. Out.
That's out. Yeah.
Out. Yeah. Sorry, I'm muting so you don't have to put
That's
up with
okay.
him.
It's all right. Hey, if he knows how to say out, he can stay on.
Might out them all.
It'd be funny if his first words were out and in. All right, moving on.
Out.
Yeah, out.
Okay.
Put a crop on it.
Yeah.
Out. Same.
Yeah.
Getting closer with the boat, though.
Yeah.
I think the pregnant woman in the boat is the best one of the boat lot.
One from your home state there, Rick.
Oh, yeah. That can be out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think out.
That can be out.
Out.
That one can be out. I mean,
Out.
I don't know. Yeah, there's like 4 of these, and I think there's a better one than this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there
there's
is a
two.
better one than that
Yeah.
one.
That can be out.
Yep.
Out.
That one too, I think.
Yeah, out.
That can be out.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Let me refresh here and see where we're at. 29 left, so we're better than halfway. Maybe look at the
Yeah, we can see a
Look at
grid
them
of them for a minute.
look at them like this and see if there's something you can pick out of there.
Yeah. Can we do any side-by-side comparisons of any of them?
No, sorry about that. I can go back and forth from this view on anything.
I mean, we
you
should
want.
just look at the 2 capital pictures and look at those real quick.
Okay, so
Just-
here's
Not
well,
the
there's more than 2. but
No,
yeah.
I meant the I'm sorry, I meant the 2 interior with the guns drawn. It's the
Oh,
same
okay.
exact scene.
Yeah, sure. So here's one. And this one?
No, it's a different one. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
It's the same exact scene. It's the second
Yeah.
one on the top.
Yeah, top row. There we go.
Anybody got any
that's-
feelings on this?
Yeah, that's to me, that one is stronger than the first one you showed.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
first
think
one.
the
guy's
other one's
facing-
stronger.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah,
out
for
this
sure.
one. Out this
Okay.
one.
All right.
And I can just from here, I can get rid of the other boat picture that's in there.
This one?
Yeah,
I have a second on that.
Yes. Out.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be out.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't mean they're not great pictures. It's just
I
some
know.
stronger
Yeah, absolutely.
images in there.
That's right.
Can we look at those two exteriors of the Capitol? Fourth one from the top and then third one from the third.
I could lose this one of the two.
Yeah, me too. The other one actually looks like the Capitol's on fire. I mean, even inside,
Yeah.
it's much stronger.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's the stronger of the two.
I mean, I don't know if either one of them make it into the top three, but I think that one at least speaks to the day and the chaos a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There is this one as well.
I really like that one. Because he's
He's looking one way and
he's
curiosity
looking
the
one
other.
way, and he's making a nice shot without
Yeah,
looking,
really.
you know?
Yeah, he's nailing it, yeah.
I think I'm as impressed about him as I am about the image.
Yeah.
Could have been a quarterback somewhere,
Yeah,
Really.
putting his eyes somewhere and throwing the pass elsewhere. I mean, can we you think we're tight enough that we can just move a couple up and see how they feel up top? Can we do it in a grid, or do you guys want
I
to?
can't move
eliminate
them from this grid at all. So
Oh, never ever. So we can't
No.
like
no.
see how anything feels.
Sorry about that.
how do you guys feel about that chamber shot from the Capitol?
I think the chamber gun and also the guy rushing down the aisle, I think those are stellar images that really,
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one.
How
Yeah.
about the two congressmen?
yeah, that's the two congressmen, the ones fourth row down on the right. I really like that picture a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to state the obvious, but I want to state it. Sometimes we get sick of looking at it and we out it rather than making it second or third or honorable mention. So we can have two capital pictures win. You know what
Sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
be afraid to do that if you feel like if that's worth what we need to do.
I'm not against that. I guess I would just like to speak to a couple that I like and see
Yeah.
where everyone else feels.
Please.
The one of the migrant on the rocks, fourth row down, first picture, that really strikes me too. I don't know if that's spot newsy enough, but it certainly feels interesting. Just the emotion captured in that, Can you go back to the grid?
I want to beg the question, what about this one? There's no people in it at all. It's amazing that it's got the missile, but
Yeah,
No kidding.
I still like that picture. Just it doesn't bother me that there's no people in there. I know there's,
Okay.
the second that lands, there's going to be no people where that thing lands,
right, true.
and that's a hardcore spot to be in. So
Yeah.
just exposing yourself
Mm-hmm.
with the side that knows how to aim.
Yeah, I'm not sure in the second row, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left. That it's a nice image, and you read the caption, you understand it a little more. But I'm not sure it stands up with
Yeah, I can
the
lose
rest
that.
of them.
I could get
We
rid
can
of that.
lose that one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're getting down a little bit, which is good.
Maybe the one on the guy on the roof too. I don't know.
Yeah, I could lose
don't
that.
feel
The
about
heat
that.
exhaust. Yeah, the heat exhaustion person. Yes. Good,
Again,
good.
not a bad image, you know.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
just
great
there's
image.
There's stronger images out there.
Yeah, I mean, for the news of the day, that's a pretty, to find yourself in that spot's pretty good. But yeah, I can lose that.
Okay.
The COVID picture on the couch I like a lot too. Just to note, I don't know where it went to.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that one as well.
It's got incredible light coming in there, and yeah, it's pretty nice.
Can we look at those 3 fire ones? I just want to get a little bit of closer look at the fire ones, please.
Can we see captions on those too? I'm not getting in here.
Yeah, it says scene from South Lake Tahoe, California. Flames from the Caldor fire consume a home on Monday.
Thanks.
And then this one, a local resident reacts to the wildfire approach as the wildfire approaches the village of Kafiki on Evia, second largest Greek island. And then this is Canary Islands, La Palma, Spain. It's a volcano that's erupting.
If I had to, I really like that image. It's just,
I do too.
You know, it's kind of a Eugene Smith kind of image, you know, with the person in the person in the little person. I think it's a woman and a kid. Oh yeah, read the caption.
Yep.
Can we see the which one did I want to look at? Can we see just the plume of smoke up there? I just want to see that. The third one in. Yeah, there we are. Top row.
This is the volcano eruption.
Yeah.
Is that what it is, or is that's a okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a volcano.
I think it's the same volcano. I think I see that woman and the kid on the hill.
You got better eyesight than I do.
That's for sure.
Rick's on his second margarita.
Yeah.
That's just really a nice composition, though, too. I mean,
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I want to see them big again.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
You know, and just kind of, I guess it's time to get a little brutal here.
Yeah, just go through them one more time.
Will this one ever not have the caption in front of it?
I'm trying to remember how to do that, and I
thought I saw it for a second, but then there we go. Oh wait,
you had it.
It's in like a shoot.
The caption
it's in a
drops off
slideshow
when you
mode
start
right
to
now.
move it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's in slideshow, which I didn't want to do. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get out of that. Okay. I looked at the image, and it's just a bunch of USAID cardboard boxes in the foreground.
In the front, yeah,
that's what it is.
And everybody's running from the guy with the stick. I got you.
Yeah. So this is the action here, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
See that one.
Is that person alive, or does it say?
It says a man lies on the ground. So that's all it says. I think.
Well, it also has a.
It's got AP.
It also has a tag at the end.
Oh,
so you got to go out.
Okay.
But the name's not in it. Does that matter?
No, you really can't have any affiliation. So.
Oh, okay. It looks like the person tried though.
Yeah.
They got their name out of it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. And thank you, Julio, because you've been the first one to disqualify him, and you worked there. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, wait till I tell your brother, Julio. Not going to take kindly to this.
All right, sorry. Where were we?
We were being recorded.
Yeah, right there.
I can lose this one.
But
I
this
think
one
I
also
could
has
too.
the tag at the end.
Oh, thank you.
There we are.
Yeah,
It's just
it
lost
does have
itself.
the tag on the end.
Pat, is that looks like the same person who entered both those pictures? Is there a way to save that guy's whole entry from getting disqualified throughout the rest of the contest?
No, whatever they did, and I actually can't change anything. So
Gotcha.
It's not possible. So it's a bummer.
I can lose the fight.
Anybody else?
I could too.
I think it's a hell of a moment, but
Yeah. Spring
And
break
the
picture
background's
though.
really interesting. It's great faces in the background.
Yeah. We are down to 21. We got to get to 4.
Oh yeah, we can do this. I can lose the guy hanging off the railing.
Yeah, me too.
agreed.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Sorry.
The woman being
that one.
carried. The next
Yeah,
one, the
the
woman
next
being
one.
carried. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I almost, let's see, go back up. Second row, second one from the left.
Yes. And I can even lose the burning body too.
I can agree on both of those. Yeah. So not to take anything away from him, I could actually lose that one as well.
Let's see the grid here.
The one with, yeah, there you go.
Okay. So we're down to, looks like 17.
Yeah. I would concur with the gate pulling picture. I could lose that as well.
Did somebody else say that as well?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
How about the one that, well, the first one in the second row on the left?
Yes, the house.
The flame, the house.
Yes, the house.
It's a really nice image from a long way away.
Yeah.
But the woman with the kid is a stronger image, just of the same kind of situation.
Okay.
Although it's a volcano, not a fire, but
yeah, I mean, I'd even take the one below that with the citizen helping out with the fire. I mean, that's a decent picture too. I mean,
yeah, we can lose that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where it really gets hard because
Yes,
there's a lot to like about all of these images.
Oh yeah, they're all really strong images.
I want to ask a question. Is this general news or is this spot news?
I think it's for the guy laying on the couch, it's spot news.
Right. But for us?
Yeah, I'd say general.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it might be general.
I mean, do you have to be bleeding for spot news? I mean, it's still then you argue, is a volcano spot news, like that's blowing up for
that's
days?
a good point. Yeah.
You know,
just asking a question. But
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, it's hard.
I
14.
still don't
We
feel
got to
that
kill
strongly
10
about
pictures, guys.
the bomb picture.
So we do first, second, third, and one honorable mention. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah. And you don't have to award the HM if you don't want to. You can even withhold a place if you really feel like it's,
Can you do more than one HM?
no.
Okay.
I know there's no people in it, which that doesn't bother me. I just don't think it's the bomb coming down is as strong as some of the others.
All right, that's fine.
Really interesting photo, but you're right.
It is a very interesting photo.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I mean, I
No,
don't think I've
me
ever
either.
seen that before.
I'd like to make that picture.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I want to be farther away with an 800.
I would definitely want to be further away. The Sony 2-6 would be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. 12 images to 4 images. Go.
Okay, get rid of the
Just for the sake of argument, for the two bottom left ones, people helping each other. I feel like the one on the left carrying the baby is more spot news than the one on the right with hugging the migrant.
Yeah.
Plus, there's not really any helping that baby, so yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
So you think the one next to it is too sort of featurey?
I think it's too general news. I don't think it's spot.
Yeah.
It's a great moment, but it's just not sure about the urgency with that as opposed to the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with
it.
that. I love the expression on that guy's face. I think that's a true moment.
No,
I mean, you could see the horror and the relief and everything without even seeing that guy's eyes, and the weariness.
Mm-hmm.
And plus the tenderness of the woman, it's like the guy just probably arrived and she's going above and beyond. I do love that picture.
And the sad thing is the migrant was sent back to Morocco by Spanish security forces.
Jesus.
Yeah. So all that journey for nothing.
Yeah, that's tough.
So did not place, I'm sorry to ask. Or does it stay?
Should we let it stay for now?
I don't know, Pat, what do you want to do? Let's see.
I'm trying to not be in it all, but you got to go from 12 to 4. So you got to start.
Okay. Can we just go with what we like?
I say out.
Yeah, I do that. That's a good way to do it. Like, does anybody see a first or a second?
Yeah, I see a first and a second. And they're both from the Capitol.
I'm kind of with you on that one. It's
that gun picture is the number one, and the next one's right below it, man. I mean, that's intense.
Yeah, I could go with that for first.
Now that's 3 of you. That's enough for me to click the button. Am I there? Are we there?
Click the button.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. Yep. All
right, good job. We have first place. So, but we still have 12 pictures. Well, 11.
No, we don't have. Well, it doesn't matter how many pictures we have. We just need first, second, third, and an honorable mention.
That's correct. That's exactly right. Sorry.
Yeah,
so is there a second?
I like that one of the congressman who rushed down the aisle. I think that's pretty intense. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's it's probably the most exciting thing that's happened in that place in a long time. And somebody was there and nailed a pretty solid picture. I mean, you definitely feel like you're there when you look at that. It doesn't feel like they're strolling along, feeling like they're not in danger. I don't know. It's got a lot for me.
The other thing too, I don't know if you can see it on your computer, but this guy's wearing an earpiece. He's got, I think, a gun right there.
Yeah.
And
you can tell
security guy.
Yeah, he's clearing that guy.
Yeah, he's literally getting him out of there.
Yeah.
It's just the caption says lawmakers evacuate the floor, and that's really not what's happening in the picture.
Yeah. And that's sloppy captioning, which you could certainly dock for, but I think it's also enough of a public event that people know what's going on.
So do we have three judges that say
Yeah,
this is
that
second?
hand.
I mean, I would.
That's one.
I know
I'm not
that.
sure that would be my second, but
It wouldn't be your second?
I don't think so.
Let's
Okay.
look at the grid again.
Yep.
I'm looking
Does
at the pictures that
this
really
one hold
stand
up?
out to me. Not really. I don't think it's as strong as some other ones. I mean, I like the composition on it, and I like the fact these guys look like robots, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like a hockey goalie or something.
yeah.
We can, I think they're stronger images.
So you want to nix this one?
I can
Yes.
lose that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the one on the beach with the other law enforcement is stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, they could have toned that and cropped that, and I wouldn't have complained about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at the other Capitol picture of the cop spraying, and I'm also looking at the volcano picture with the woman and her child, and I'm kind of having a hard time going between those two as a second or third. I don't know where everybody else is on this, but that's kind of those are my.
I like both of those images. I mean, you can see in this one here. I mean, basically the fear in the Capitol Hill police guy, and he's taking care of business. You know,
yeah.
it's a nice moment.
And if from what I remember in the documentary, I believe that is the very first protester, insurrectionist, whatever you want to call them, that entered the house.
Oh,
and
really?
That's Eugene.
Is that the guy? That's the cop.
That's the like hero cop that like
the hero
diverted
cop, yeah.
all these.
Is he
Gotcha.
is he named in that caption?
No, just says Capitol Hill police officer.
Why would you not name that guy? It looks exactly like that guy. You could, whatever.
Well, the caption may have been written before he knew, the guy's name later, and
Right.
they just used the picture as it was, published or whatever.
Yeah, true. I guess in 10 months later, you could probably figure out who that was. And
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's such a key moment, and I like that over the lawmakers leaving.
Mhm.
Even though I really like that one too, but I think this one just historically, it's such a peak moment, kind of like in sports. This is when things just got crazier.
And I actually like it in black and white.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it probably is a lot stronger than in color. I can go with that for number 2. I don't know about the rest of you.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
I can live with that. That's number 2.
Yeah, that's 3. So there we go. All right. So we have a first and a second. So we're looking for a third and an HM.
I mean, if I am looking to what sort of evokes some emotion out of me, I guess I'm probably looking at either the Gaza picture or the COVID picture, as far as something that pulls at me. When I look at the overall picture of the volcano erupting, I think it's beautiful, but it doesn't really move me emotionally. And I feel the same way about the silhouette. It's an almost, but doesn't quite move me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the Gaza picture. I'd be okay with that as third.
The COVID one really makes me feel a lot when you look at the dog.
Yeah, sitting
On
and
the left
curled up
side
in
of
the
the
corner.
screen.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy,
Again,
yeah.
I wish people would just put little crops on these things. It would just be, if you just cropped a tiny little bit off the left on this picture and a little bit on the right, just bring it down a little bit. But it's a super moving picture. I mean, the light coming in there, it's good.
I'm torn between those two, that and the Gaza picture for third.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody say something.
I mean, to me, the only other pictures that are in there, you are the Gaza picture, the COVID picture, and the other capital picture. And I guess if we wanted to, we could get all those in there through HMs.
Well, I could go with the Gaza picture for number 3.
I could second that.
I mean, that's just one of those moments that,
yeah,
we've all seen something similar throughout our careers, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it never doesn't hurt, when you see something like that. I mean,
do we have a third for that? A third for third?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like it better than the COVID for sure.
Okay, so we have first, second, and third, and now we can award honorable mention to another.
Can we do more than one honorable mention? We asked that already.
I don't think so, but we can try it. So which is we'll try it. I'm not sure if we can or not. So we can definitely give one.
I'd say in order, the COVID and then the lawmakers leaving, or
okay,
lawmaker leaving.
So this one first, and then this one second.
Yeah,
I can go with that.
That's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty powerful pictures.
I can agree on the COVID picture for HM.
Okay. Then I think we just got 3. So let's see. Now let's see if it'll allow me to do this one, and it will. So do you want to award on HM to the second capital picture?
I would.
I would.
Okay. Then I believe we're done with this one. Yep. So, all right. So I'm gonna, no, do not place. Sorry, let me do a little cleanup here. Oh, wait, we didn't do anything with that, did we? Yeah, second
what?
place.
Second.
Second place.
Sorry. This one didn't get anything.
That one's out.
Yep.
Which is really sad. That's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, it would almost work as a pictorial, or.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And that's sad too. Yeah. Okay, I believe, let me make sure. I think we're done. Yep, okay, great.
If I had to, I hate to compare stories, but that's what a competition is about. I see a lot of good images, or a great deal of good images, but the other story I saw more great images. If I had to compare the two and we had to pull one out, I would kick this one out. Even though the other one, captions were horrible, but the images overall were better.
Yeah, the pictures are there. Mm-hmm. So I think that's,
go ahead.
I'm just saying that's an out. Is there another?
I'll out it, yeah.
So I just want to say something about just Haiti in general. there are news events that need to be covered, and I think there are examples in here of being a bit more creative and humane about covering it, and then there's examples that feel very surfacey and very just photos that are super easy to take. That doesn't mean that they, did they talk to that person who's sleeping, visible from the street? There's just, I just want to, there's some really nice images in here. The person with their cell phone light lit up at night, the little girl next to the injured foot, that kind of thing. And then there's stuff in there that just feels really recycling of images that we see out of Haiti and like times of strife that as a story putting out there, I just don't know how much more it's telling me about the people. That's all I want to say on that.
Yeah, I agree with you, because the pictures of the hands reaching up to get food, you'll get that in any situation where they're giving out food, but shooting it a little bit different.
Lee, are you on an iPhone?
Yeah, I'm sorry, my computer, I'm still locked out of it.
Okay. No wonder you're asking for singles. You can't see the contact sheets. Okay, that makes sense.
I can't.
Okay.
They're just small.
Okay.
Get your magnifying glass.
Champlain Towers, South
Carolina. You got a loop? Have you got your loop with you?
Yeah, really. Remember those? I remember.
I still got one on my desk right now.
I still have two.
I got a slider.
Okay, so this is the 12-story condo that collapsed in Surfside.
My first question is, why did they shoot this in black and white? That's my first question. Or why did they enter in black and white?
Right. Agreed.
And I'm a person that, that's what I do, is black and white portraits. But why?
Yeah, it seems like this photo probably would have lent itself to color better than
yeah, there's flowers everywhere.
You could have got away with a lot of stuff, but when you put it in black and white and it makes you focus, strictly on the content. It's not saying that the content is not, you can see it both. This picture here going up with the people in the glass, that would add a lot to this story.
But also the flag in the background, a lot of that would have really lent itself to color.
Yeah. And even this picture here, I think it would have been much better in color.
Yep.
So but considering the stuff that I've already seen, the stories, although I like it, I would out it. I think it was done well, but I don't know if it was done great. That makes any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
So we have one out. Do we want a second out?
Second out.
Thank you. Okay, 7 stories down here.
I'll call you back. Wow.
Look at them all out there, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's a lot of people.
I admire people who can cover stuff like this.
Sorry. I put this thing in slideshow mode by accident. Sorry about that.
So I don't see why that thing went flying by the guy's head.
Yeah.
Was it a tree or?
Yeah, it's like a branch.
I guess somebody tossed it from somewhere.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. that had to be. Yeah. That had. Oh, I see the guy in the back. I guess they're throwing stuff. Because I see the pile behind him. So yeah, it must be a guy behind him tossing it.
Yeah.
Kind of neat though.
Over here.
Making a fire break.
Yeah. Looks like a UFO up there in the top.
Yeah.
Right. That says a lot.
Yeah.
It's a great detail. No.
As far as a fire story goes, I would like to see a little bit more on the people, the evacuated people.
Yeah.
But it is a bit more storytelling for sure than the other one. This is more around the fire and firefighters. I think having some more photos of the people affected would have taken it up a notch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or even some exhaustion in the firefighters. You know, the folks who are out doing the work. I mean, I'm not seeing the toll. I see the fire, the flames, but what's the toll that's taken on the people?
The only I was gonna say the only emotional picture I see is the guy with the horse.
Right.
And then immediately I'm thinking, well, that should have been shot with a longer lens to get the better interaction between the horse and the person.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking some of these photos, like that one and the one right on top of it, the toning is like a little wonky for me, but you know, I'm of that school of thought.
HDR.
Looks a little cartoon. It's like on the border of being cartoonish.
A little too cooked, as we like to say.
So is this a keeper, or do we hold it, or do we out it?
I say you're probably gonna. I would out it. I mean, I like the images and I like the pictures, but I don't see strong emotion when you're talking about a news story. How does it affect the people? He shows how it affects the land, and he shows, you know, the effect, the correspondence between the firefighters and what they're experiencing. But those people are not the people, are not the loss. Am I making any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like we need more than just the straight up, you know, like all power to that person. Like those are images that are difficult to get. You know, they worked really hard for that. But the part that really connects us and brings us in and makes us relate to it is those quiet moments with people who are affected. And I think that's what it's missing.
I think he probably could have got it with the picture of the lady in the middle of the road with all those people in those cars staring. I think if you'd have worked a little hard in there, I think you may have gotten one or two that I think made you, because you see the cars, you know they all had to leave, but there's no one person of a picture of a little girl, holding her, that kind of image, although it's kind of cliche, but that's one of those things that I think in this type of package, you really needed that picture.
Well, to stick with that photo for a second too, I mean, if you look at it, it's obviously shot wide to have that sign in the upper right corner.
Right.
Which to me, I mean, I had to look at it 3 or 4 times before I even saw that sign. So this is another classic example of I think, you're talking in the last judging about taking a 16 by 20 and folding it into a very small point and say, here's the photograph.
Yeah.
Well, this is an example of that, because to me, this photograph is right dead center and cropped really tight. And you've got all those folks standing there, waiting and looking and watching the fire. And you're right, there's probably a dozen other photos in that whole group of cars that are stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think maybe that's partly editing. Who knows? Maybe this person does have something tighter on that. And this goes back to my my old time wire service background. But you're looking for impact in images, and I think the impact is a very, very small part of that picture, a picture within the picture, essentially.
Yeah, I think it would have elevated. I mean, if this is a story about the land burning and firefighters fighting, then that's mostly what we're seeing. But, I do see someone evacuating their horse. We do see people leaving. So the next part of that is go to an evacuation center or find people after they've lost, or if they're checking the neighborhood, or, there's the other aspect of the story that I feel is.
Yeah, I think I agree with y'all. This one could probably go. It's a lot of really beautiful pictures, but it doesn't seem to be a good, well-rounded story.
Okay, and on to Melbourne.
Pepper foam.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Pepper foam.
I don't know. I've never. Wow, the toning on that is messed up too.
Does that make it stickier if it's in foam? I don't know.
I've never been pepper foamed nor seen it, but it sounds pleasant.
Pepper sprayed, but not foamed.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
great place to bring your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there's childcare, and then there's, you know, the protest.
I hate it when people bring their kids and their dogs to things that are going to get rowdy. I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to out this, to be honest.
I agree.
I'm not really seeing, it just feels like a lot of singles from a protest to me.
Yep.
Okay, we're down to 5, and remember, we got to do first, second, third, and then you can award honorable mention if you want to. So let's just look at the context again real quick.
Okay.
Anybody have any thoughts?
I see a lot of really nice images, and I see.
Could we see these all big? On
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
I like that picture.
It's like Alex Webb shot it.
Yeah. Hey, you're not supposed to know who this is.
It's not Alex Webb. I'm just saying, it just reminds me of his work.
I'm kidding.
All about the light, that guy. I love this picture. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's those.
It's a definitely.
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like it's a contender. Is what I was going to say.
My critique is in the quieter moments where I think this person was probably walking around, wandering around. I'm not really seeing much information about the people that they're photographing. And that, you know, I wish that there was more of that, and that kind of comes across in the photos too. They feel a bit, you know, there's some really pretty images in here, and I do appreciate the quiet ones as well, because there's definitely humanity in that. But I'm also feeling a bit pulled back as well, and I still feel like I'm seeing the fact that they're not really talking to people that I can tell. There's no name, and there's not a lot of information. You can't always get names, but if you're in a moment where you're able to walk around and talk to people, and you know, I just hope like we would all push each other towards those standards when we can.
So once again, from the top.
That's my first. Even though the captions were bad, there's just so many strong images, and I mean, he didn't stand back, or she didn't stand back. I mean, you took some chances.
I definitely feel connected to who's involved in this story.
You don't. This is not somebody who just went to Haiti and shot. You know, even the funeral. I mean, you don't really see the cliche funeral pictures. I mean, there's such thing as cliche funeral pictures, but I mean, I don't see those. I just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there just feels like more journalism and more humanity.
Yeah.
Anybody else for first? Are we at a point where we could award something, or?
There's not any way we can, like, I guess we can't really see them all. Like,
I can't hear you, Leah. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what we have. This one, the war.
I'll go back again. This is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Second. Third. Fourth. And fifth. We're talking about this one as a
I could go
possible
for first place on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. So we have first place. Great. So what do we do about second, third?
Can we go to the one above it? 1641, I think is what it is.
Yep.
And then the last one.
Is third place.
No, I'm just looking at them. I'm trying to figure out a second place here. Anybody else can jump in here. I'm kind of.
I like your second place. I don't like. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I don't like this one for third. I just don't.
I was just doing a comparison.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one. This was my initial gut reaction for second place. I just wanted to see him again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To kind of, do a comparison. But, if somebody else has some other ideas, I'm certainly open to them at this point.
I'm inclined to, I'm feeling this for second as well. I think that there's like some nice quotes in some of the captions. There's a lot of context.
There's a couple of nice details in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do feel like it's a bit more well-rounded, and that there's journalism and names and that in it as well. The war one is, some of the photos aren't like the best compositionally, but they did tell that story of the town, the piece from the museum being taken out and the soldier on the hill, and there's a couple of photos in there that were a bit confusing to me.
The Armenian
I don't know
story.
where that was.
I think it's 57. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I like that was third.
There's some imperfect stuff in here, but it does feel very journalistically like they really went, they really told the story there to me.
Can we just take a quick look at all four that haven't been designated? Yep.
So this is that first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. You think it'd be helpful if I did the same thing I did last time, where I
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let me just give me a minute and I'll try to, I'm just going to create a little thing here for.
I like the house on the back of the truck.
Yeah. It's a nice clean image, isn't it?
You don't. That's something you do not expect when on the third picture is a tank on the road. You just don't. Those. I mean that. You know, I will always remember this story simply because of the picture of the house on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And I think for students, you know, even though I was a student for 30 some odd years ago, you know, you want to look for those. If you see them, or those images that look totally out of place, but they kind of put things in perspective. And I think, you know, when you're shooting stories, and a lot of times that's hard to do, but that's one of the things that I was taught when I was at OU, that, you know, it makes a difference. It makes a huge difference.
Okay, so here's the 4 stories that are left over. So we already have a first place. Just trying to figure out second, third, and you don't have to award or honor mention. So
I would vote T. Gray for second. Sorry.
I'm having a lot of trouble hearing you. Sorry, Leah. What did you say?
Sorry, I think that's T. Gray, right? The
Ethiopia.
The third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I would vote for second.
That's this one?
Okay.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Yeah, me
Got a
too.
third. Got a third. Got a unanimous.
All right. So what's third?
Is it the Spanish migration story?
This one?
Yeah. There's some pictures in here. There's like, I think the lead picture might be different, or I think it should be different. But I think there's some definite storytelling pictures in here.
I agree with you there. I disagree on the lead picture, though. I think the lead picture is the strongest one in that group. But there are other nice photographs in there too, and it does tell a story in a lot of ways. The beach picture tells a story. The guys jumping off the roof of the building tells us a little bit of a story there. I'm just having a hard time between that one and the one to the far right, I guess.
Between this one and the war.
The Armenian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm open to influence on that.
I'm looking at the migration story, and I'm seeing the hug on the beach, which I think was a really strong picture. It pulls me in and has some emotion. I see this guy crawling on the roof with police on the ground.
Yep.
Is that third? Yeah, and that's pretty amazing. And then of course the picture of the corral of people is another one. And I like the fact that this person like is all over the place in terms of angles and perspectives. So
and lenses.
Yeah, and lenses and what and how and what we're seeing.
And I think
this is the one that has the picture of all the people in the ocean too, right?
Yes.
That's the closing picture.
Yeah.
I think you got to go with that one.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of like, journalistically, I'm inclined to go with the Armenian. I think it's Armenian one, because I feel like this one gives me talk about going all over the place, and again, this is photographically it's imperfect. There's some photos in there that I think maybe editing wise. I think that's kind of the difference between them, is the photographically on the one on the left with the migrants is better, but it does have some really repetitive images of people like running, and the other one has some issues photographically, but I think it has some really storytelling images of what's happened to this town. I would like to see a bit better of like an overall, and then there's a couple editing issues, but I don't know. I think more to me, I don't know. I it could be wrong, but it just feels like journalistically, I'm pushing for that one. But I'm torn too, because the one on the migrants, I think, again, I agree with you. I think there's some really great images in there too.
Well, I just want to point out that the people are not running; they're actually escaping one country and getting into another. So it's. I think the story is like like you could do a story like this and never actually get that. And this guy has like 3 pictures or I don't know if it's a guy, excuse me, but this photographer has at least 3 pictures of people actually escaping and entering another country. Actually, there's more.
Yeah, but why do you need 3? Like, why do you need 3 of that in one photo story? First of all. Second of all, I don't know. I don't think you need like I understand that, but it's the same with the fire story. Like, yeah, it's hard to get those photos, but when we're putting a story together, I don't know if you need, like, I don't need to see that over and over again necessarily.
I'm trying to, what are you talking about seeing over and over? Could you make that bigger so I can, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, maybe it's just that I'm looking at it from a thumbnail perspective.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I agree with you that there are nice pictures in each one of them. And I think that's where I was having my trouble, was that, I mean, if we look at this one, it finishes up nice. The picture, when we looked at it large of the second to last one, to me is just tells so much about the countryside there.
Yeah. The soldier on.
But this one, and this one don't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah.
They're kind of dead. I mean, I understand why the photographer shot them, but I think they weaken the rest.
Yeah, they weaken the collection, I think.
Yeah.
And if we go back to the other one, it seems to me that.
Sorry, I'm having trouble figuring out which was which. I'm confused now.
Right, yeah.
There's not really a weak picture. I mean,
well, there's a storytelling picture in almost every case.
Right.
It sounds like you guys are 3-1 anyway. It sounds like this one is the let's see, this would be the 3rd place.
Yeah.
Because this guy didn't stop. I mean, it's.
Okay, we're going to do 3rd. And then again, you don't have to do honorable mention, but you certainly can if you want to.
What do we mark as 2nd? Because it's not listed here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's because I marked it on the other one and not the, excuse me. So this one's actually 3rd. This one's actually 2nd, isn't it?
No, this one's 3rd.
I
think 1641 is 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And then, do you want to do this one?
Well, I think this one deserves an HM.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Armenia deserves an HM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And do you want to award this one as well or not? You don't have to.
I'm okay with that.
After Leah's argument about not being connected, I saw the pretty pictures. I felt like there are some good ones, or maybe, but after Leah's comment, I'm willing to let it go.
Okay. So are we done?
Yeah.
I think so.
Awesome.